Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Aggies' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Now, Lenoris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body, and you better look out, college football.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Gamecocks will have it first and 10. Looking to throw again. Moves around to clear up the vision. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bennett. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. To the air, it's Sellers. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. working that wide receiver screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The toss sweep to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Hauls it in. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Off play action on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams, Bryce, alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They booted away. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Bringing the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Moss. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, a really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national champions.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Aggies. The extra point here would tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got room to work. How? Another broken tackle. There he goes down the right side. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Moss. At the 35, he's open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Quarterback will keep it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's third and goal and third and long. Gets it out quickly. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab on the shot. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Still on his feet at the 45. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking for a huge play. He's got it on the outside. Running free. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the 1st half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
And he takes it, and what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Punts it out of the air. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air, it's Reed. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They want to run this quarterback. He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. He gets a block. He's got it out. Oh, returns like that just swing the momentum. Almost took it to the house. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Reed. Under fire. will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Rushes on him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can...
There he goes. And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Got his man out of the backfield. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Hard running there. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
Makes the grab. It's Moss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Again, Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. Starting to feel a little pressure. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He might want another play. They'll give it to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. See how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Has to let this one go off his back foot. He makes the catch. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down. His drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll run it to the right. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's lost. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Reed. Here's a hit. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
They'll go with a direct snap. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's the handoff. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And that is big time late in the game that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more 1st downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
To the air on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Off and running. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, and get out of here with a W.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for space to the left. Got his man downfield. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Man, really nice job by this offense. Look at the play action. Really sell the fake. You watch people, they scramble up, they go up to play the run. Nice job, quarterback, putting his foot in the ground.
Next, going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First play of this drive comes from the 27. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the quick pass. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down.